Hello, my name is JB. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened when I was in high school, which was, I guess it would have been 2002 or 2003. So, one Friday, we were on the bus. I said we, um, students who went to Forest Hills High School near Marshville, North Carolina. And we were on the bus going home to Wingate, um, where I lived at that time. And we were like a few blocks away from my house, from where I was living. And uh, these kids got in a fight. One really big middle schooler, because we had middle schoolers on our bus even though we were in high school. So we picked them up and took them with us. Well, this really big middle schooler started beating up this not so big middle schooler, and they got in a fight, and it was a big mess. And it finally got broken up, but the bus driver said, "We're going back to the school." And I stood up and I said, "You might be going back to the school, but I'm not. Goodbye." And I turned around and went out the back door of the bus. And then I crossed the street, walked down the sidewalk, and went to my house, and went on about my business. And then the next Monday, the next day we went to school, I got called to the office immediately, of course, and the principal said, "You jumped out of the back of the bus." And I said, "That's correct, because the bus driver told me that we were going back to the schoolhouse. I did not want to go back to the schoolhouse because school was out. If they had an issue where they needed to deal with these kids, they should have either called the police or they should have waited until everyone else had been dropped off and take them back to the school if that's what was supposed to happen. But you don't take everybody back just because a couple of little crap kids are fighting each other. How does that affect everybody else?" And they said, "Well, we don't really care what you think. We're suspending you for, I think it was 7 days." And I said, "So I'm going home?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, that's what I wanted in the first place. You just gave me what I wanted." And then he didn't like that. But, I still got to do all of my schoolwork. I didn't, lose any points on any papers or any assignments or anything. So it worked out for me because I just did my work from home. Because, honestly, I was so far ahead of all the rest of the students that were in my grade that I didn't need to be in class. I could just do the assignments on my own because I already knew the subject matter. So I had 7 days off, and I enjoyed myself, and it was great. And I think I made the right decision because even though they didn't like it, and they thought it was kind of a safety issue, that I went out the back of the bus and then I crossed the street. Well, the real safety issue is that they didn't have anybody on the bus to stop those kids from fighting each other. Because one of those kids could have hurt a little girl or someone else who couldn't defend themselves. And so, well, that's that. A long time ago. But that's my story.